Coming up on high school game night, the Garden Spot Spartans are still unbeaten at 5-0. Huge test tonight against the Calexico Eagles. Would the Spot stay perfect?
Lots more from Section 2, a slugfest between Manheim Central and Lancaster Catholic, two perennial powers going at it. Who would get the victory? Find out next, because high school game night starts right now.
We are brothers, that's one. We fight.
Hello and welcome to high school game night. We are more than halfway past that point in the season. As always, I'm Chad Landers.
And I'm Bryan Kast. We'll start tonight in Section 2. Every game means so much if you're in that title chase with so many good teams. Even one loss can severely hurt those title chances.
Yeah, and one of the teams in our first game tonight learned the hard way last week. Calexico shut out by Lampeter Strasburg in week 5. So you know they're going to come out on a mission this week, right, Bryan?
Oh, yeah. Their opponents, the Garden Spot Spartans, of course, still without a loss heading into tonight, ranked 3rd in the District 3 power rankings.
Impressive.
A true ball-hawking defense, 12 takeaways so far, helping them lead the LL with a +7 overall turnover ratio. So let's get right to the action. A wild first half in New Holland. It's the Eagles coming out and moving the ball through the air. Dante Haynes slings it out to Devin Del Piano. He is in for the first score of the game. Eagles up 7-0.
Spot QB Mitch Martin trying to answer. Will try to find a receiver, but DJ Fabiani picks him off, and that's why he's all state, folks.
Oh, yeah. So much passing in this game. Haynes tries his luck again, trying to find Del Piano, but it's another number 5. Garden Spot's Daryl Hartman with the interception. That one's going the other way.
All right. I see how it's going. With Calexico's defense holding there, they get the ball back for Haynes. He atones for the interception. QB keeper right up the gut, in for another score, second of the game. Eagles up 19-0. They also cap off a great first half with a Hunter High touchdown plunge from in close. Eagles come in angry, lead as winners. They shock Garden Spot and hand them the first loss of the season, 45-13. Ouch.
Big win. Yeah, big win. We'll stay in Section 2 now for our second game. The Manheim Central Barons have quietly put together an amazing start to the season. Everybody was talking about Garden Spot, but Central's defense tops in the league, and their offense second best.
Yeah, they're playing pretty good. Coach Williams will tell you their schedule gets a lot harder from here on out. It's going to be a great test for the Barons as they hit these tough teams in consecutive weeks. Barons hosting the Crusaders, and there's action right from the opening kickoff. Tucker Ford hauls it in, got lots of blockers in front, and some space to work with, busts it toward the right sideline, got some speed all the way down to the 42-yard line, but they can't convert in any points there.
Catholic, though, strikes back late in the first. Jordan Scott pump fakes, launches it deep for one of the best receivers in the league, Christian Kemp. Nice over-the-shoulder catch leads to a field goal to put Catholic in front.
Central finally puts together a drive here, capped off by Tyler Martin's touchdown run. Had been out of the lineup since the Hempfield game.
Yeah, good to see him back. And right before halftime, QB Tony's the Fury screen pass out to Zach Sylvester. Lots of blockers out there. Finds the seam. He's gone. 52 yards to pay dirt. Makes it 14-3 at the half. And then Damon Camacho will trot home for his 9th touchdown of the year in the second half. Barons score 24 unanswered points in this one. They are your winners, 24-3. And HSGN sideline reporter Shannon Miscavige caught up with a couple of the Barons after the game.
We're back in Manheim with the Barons, Zach Christian, Tyler Martin. Tyler, second game back, first carry, touchdown. You're a senior. What does that mean?
Felt good to be back on the field, ready to play.
That's exciting. And Zach, big matchup next week against LS. Are you excited?
Yeah, we're excited. We're hoping to do the same thing, and we're hoping to stay strong on defense like we usually do.
Perfect. That's it from Manheim. Let's send it back to the studio.
Thank you, Shanna. We're just getting started. Coming up, a battle between two of our local teams, Conestoga Valley at Warwick. A high-scoring affair. Who would survive for the win?
And the Effort Amounts hitting the road tonight after 2 weeks at home on the new turf. They are at Anvil, Cleona. Stick around. We'll be right back.
High School Game Night brought to you by JD's Pazzo Pizza in Ephrata.
Welcome back to High School Game Night. Our next game, a matchup in Section 1 that we will be seeing a bit more of in the future now. Warwick hosting Conestoga Valley tonight.
Up and down start to the season for both of these teams. They'll play really well for stretches, but can't seem to sustain it. So, what would tonight hold for both the Buckskins and the Warriors? First quarter, Warwick driving. Colin Gibble rolling out to his left, looking for Alex Dagan. Hauls it in. Watch some of these moves, making all kinds of people miss. And he's into the end zone. A 32-yard touchdown reception. Warriors up 7-0. Later in the first, it's CV's turn. Draw play up the gut to Joel Lopez. Pounds his way into the end zone.
Strong man.
Game all tied at 7. You like that? Well, still in the first half, Joel Lopez, too much to handle for the defense. Again, bowls his way in for a 3-yard
Big
score.
fella.
And Buckskins lead it 17-7. The defense also showing up tonight. Colin Gibble airing it out for a receiver, but Darian Whitfield right there for the interception. Conestoga Valley in control in this one. They tack on plenty more points in the second half, and they come out ahead in this new Section 1 rivalry, 45-14.
Refs didn't call that one back from Darian Whitfield.
No, we didn't have to review that. For our final game this evening, we will head to Section 3. The Effort Amounts on the road against a surprising Anvil Cleona team.
Yeah, the Little Dutchman shocked Section 3 favorite Donegal in overtime 2 weeks ago,
right.
so maybe Anvil has assumed that mantle of the team to beat
We shall
in
see.
Section 3. Mounts with 2 home games prior to this Friday's road trip to Anvil. Little Dutchman come out with the ground and pound game. QB Adam Fox hands it off to Will Langan, rumbles into the second level, 20-yard touchdown run here. They're up 16-0. After trying to get something going, QB Jory Hagan will roll right, and it is the scramble drill. Alex Rummel gets free, and Hagan finds him. He will break a few tackles here, but eventually the drive stalls. Anvil does go back to that ground game after that. Noah Connor will score it from 4 yards out. It'll be 23-0 Dutchman at that point. They go on to win 37-0 and remain atop those Section 3 standings.
Yeah, they're looking good. Well, our highlights might be through, but don't go anywhere. We've got every score from every game in the LL League coming up.
Plus, we'll tell you how to find our Play of the Week selections that you, the fans, can vote on. All that coming up right after the break. Stay with us.
School Game Night is brought to you by Yogurt Works Cafe in Ephrata, where you can build it your way. And welcome back to the post-game show. Time to go around the LL League and check in with the rest of the teams in section play tonight. Big game in Section 1, it seems like there always is.
Yep.
Tonight, it's Hempfield at Wilson. The Black Knights can't avoid losing 3 in a row, Brian. They fall to Wilson 28.
The streak continues for Wilson.
Not playing well right now. While the McCaskey Red Tornado, hoping that lightning will strike twice, Penn Manor had other ideas.
Yeah, they did.
Comets win big 31-19. We'll be discussing that game at a later date.
I still remember the Hempfield game last week. Good feeling. Manheim Township looking good in Section 1 so far. Undefeated, and they stay that way tonight, beating Cedar Crest 35-0. While the scoring machine that is Lampeter Strasburg keeps on rolling, they demolished Elizabethtown 49-3.
Yeah, LS scary good at this point. How about this matchup? A close Section 2 game between Lebanon and Solanco goes down to the final seconds, but the Golden Mules win by a field goal.
Break up Solanco.
20. And it's Donegal winning a close Section 3 game tonight over Elko, 20-18.
One last Section 3 game here, Pequaway Valley at Columbia. Neither team with a win in the section until tonight. Pequaway wins it 33-0.
And finally, in non-league action, Northern Lebanon traveling to Williams Valley. The Vikings keep on winning 35-20.
There you go.
So those were the scores, but how about our potential plays of the week? We've selected this week's best of the best, and we'll post them online in just a bit. So to vote for your favorite, just go to our blog, news11sports.tv. We'll have the plays along with a poll posted a little before midnight, and then we will announce the winner next Friday on our 5:30 newscast.
And do not forget, we've got more live high school football on BRC 11 next Friday night. In high definition, those Calexico Eagles will host Elizabethtown. Huge bounce back for Calexico tonight. Will they keep it going next week? Tune in next Friday. Our live coverage begins from Eagle Stadium at 7 o'clock p.m.
And I get to head back into the broadcast.
There you
booth now.
do.
So excited for that. All right, so that does it for week 6. What are some of the impressions that you have for another Friday night?
Still sad about McCaskey. I know we had made a bet. You were going to buy me a puppy.
I would have.
McCaskey would have beaten Penn Manor, and I would have named it Ladetrius after Ladetrius Sibley.
Yeah, I thought it was a stretch. So I
McCaskey's
thought
quarterback.
that was pretty safe. So,
They didn't get it done for me.
I dodged a bullet there.
So I did not get a puppy.
Yeah,
Conestoga Valley tonight, impressive to me. Win over Warwick. Offense looking good. We thought they were going to be good, and just Grant Stoltz was a sophomore.
Right. So he's looking good. How about that Calexico Garden Spot game? Calexico, a huge bounce back game. Garden Spot, we thought was looking good, undefeated, so now they got to kind of figure some things out.
I was the conductor of the Garden Spot bandwagon, but I had said earlier this season that I didn't think they could beat Calexico or Manheim Central.
So you are still correct.
I may still be correct, but a big win for Calexico.
All right, that wraps it up for week 6. For all of our high school game night crew, I'm Chad.
And I'm Bryan Kast. We'll see you next week.